Good evening, Spice Country, and welcome to another exciting episode of Bun J. We want to say good evening as well to our friends from the diaspora. I think we have GBN might be joining us this evening as per usual. And with GBN comes the TCN Network Link Up, taking us all the way in North America and beyond. Welcome to Bun J. Well, we start with our Bun J news, and when we're done, we'll give you a carnival shake-up with Keisha. The Vinuel Grenade Dance Company will be hosting a dance workshop at Marisho Folk Theatre. It begins at 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. The dates we'll let you know before the program is over. Montmaris will be hosting its monthly breakfast on Sunday morning, and it begins at 6 a.m. You know, Montmaris breakfast has become a real popular thing. There's the real Grenadian breakfast. You fry this, and you fry that, and your saltfish, and your bakes, and your cocotte. The whole works. Go enjoy. Sunday, 29 June is Fisherman's birthday, and that's the buzzword right about now, Fisherman's birthday. We'll talk about it a little later when we interview a member of the planning committee. And the launch of National Queen Show at Port Louis beginning at 6 p.m. Admission $40, and that's next Sunday, 6 July. It's captioned Wine, Chocolate, Fashion. Yeah, that's a highlight. Now, please come out and support the ladies as they showcase Grenada's beauty and talent. Remember, it's next Sunday, July 6th. The Lion Kingman Calypso tent moves to Spice Basket tonight. It actually starts at 8 p.m. and tomorrow at Last Suggest Show starts at 9 p.m. Performances by Kingman and his host of powerful Calypsonians. Don't miss it. Right, the Ministry of Culture will be hosting its annual School Soca Monarch competition. It's on Wednesday, 2nd July 2014, beginning at 2 p.m. It's going to be held at the Tantine Hard Court, and the event promises to be a really, really good one. As 19 contestant comes up against the reigning Calypso or reigning Soca Monarch, and that's Nathan Johnson. Yeah. Admission $10 adults or $10 students, $15 for adults. Our Facebook page is up and running. Remember, you could go look at us. You can check us at manager at spiceisle.com. Alternatively, you could check culture.gd. That's the web page. Link us up. See what is going. Check out what we have recorded there. Most of the episodes are up by now, so you can view them within the confines of your own time, the convenience of your own time. We now take you to Keisha for Carnival Shake-Up. Stay tuned and enjoy.
This is your Spice Mass Shake-Up. This week I'll start off with some good news. The Spice Mass Corporation, in conjunction with Waikiki Carnival City, next week will be only $10. Yes, you've heard it from me. Only $10. So make sure and come to the back of the PWU building for Carnival City. On Sunday will be pre-Sunday. Yes, so all the jab out there at heart and in mind can go up to Vendom for pre-Sunday. It's going to be great. I heard last year was a blast. And if you're not heading up to Vendom, then you can head up to Mondelez, where the real Jab will be celebrating Jab Village this and every Sunday. And on Wednesday, you can go up to Moya Junction for Hot Wednesday. It's going to be an afternoon of fun activities where local artists will come through and bust their new tunes, so you don't have to miss it. You can also head to Tobacco Wednesday at Shy's Bar in Victoria. Well, if you're not into the jab and jump up vibes as yet, then you can head up to the Hatfield Secondary School, where the North Brigade Calypso tent will be launching. Bring out your friends, your family, because it's going to be an afternoon of sweet Calypso music. And for the young ones out there, the Secondary School Soca Monarch is going to be on July 2nd. So make sure and bring down your crew and your bandanas to wear for who you think is going to be the Secondary School Soca Monarch champion. Finally, Judges Workshop is on this weekend at the National Stadium. For any information on activities given to you, you can contact www.spicemassgrenada.com. That's www.spicemassgrenada.com, or you can give us a call on 440-0621, the Spice Mass Corporation. This was your Carnival Shake-Up. Robert, back to you.
Thank you, Keisha, and that was Spice Mash Shake-Up. We take a break right now. When we come back, our first and live guest in studio.
Bon J, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bon J, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bon J, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Welcome back to Bon J. And as promised before the break, we have our first guest in studio this evening. He is Mr. Johnson St. Louis. Johnson, welcome to Bon J.
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Right. And Johnson is a senior fisheries officer. And he's here to speak with us, of course, about Fisherman's Birthday and little chit-chat information that we need to know about this year's celebration. Johnson, how are things going?
Yes, well, first of all, good evening to the 4,000 fisher folks in Grenada.
Is that many?
Yes,
Oh,
about
yeah?
4,000 people make a living from fishing.
Bon J, no, I
And-
never knew that.
And actually about 8 to 10,000 persons, you see, make a living directly or indirectly from fishing.
Oh, you have the vendors and so who are...
Yes,
so you have
you have the
4,000 people fishing?
Fishing.
4,000?
The 3,500 full-time fishermen.
Uh-huh.
Another 500 or so full-time, like vending,
Hold on.
processing.
Let me put you on the spot.
Yes.
That is a statistics. Does it include people who normally go and show the little thing on the 90?
No, we have about 1,500 part-time fishermen.
Hey!
Yes.
But my mother is fishing. She is trying to figure out to let her know she's a fisherman too.
Part-time fishermen. Yeah, in fact, we had ladies going out and catch tunas
Yeah.
from Gulf.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
She caught a snap. Was that a snapper? Or,
Look like a dolphin.
but something that was about 30 pounds. 30 pounds. I think she remembered that. She have a picture home with it, holding it up proudly.
Okay, she was bringing to the fisheries division.
Yeah.
You never know. Because every year we more or less award, and including the Fisherman Award, ladies for the contribution towards the socio-economic development of the
Listen, man,
fisheries.
she absolutely loves the sea. She could spend the whole day, every day, including weekends, on the sea.
That's nice. That's
You know
nice.
what I mean? But let's talk about the Fisherman's Birthday celebration. So it's actually, we do know Fisherman's Birthday is celebrated on the 29th
Of June.
Right? How did that celebration start? What was the history, the origin behind it?
Well, I mean, if you go way back, maybe since in Bible days, you'll recall that, well, our Lord Jesus Christ, Savior, had a lot of fishermen very close to him for very good reasons. Simon, Peter, Andrew,
The whole bunch.
and the whole bunch. So way back, in fact, since my involvement in the fisheries, maybe over 3 decades, I know we celebrated in Grenada. And in fact, the United Nations recognize the Fisherman's Birthday celebration. They usually even suggest and give prizes for Fisherman's Birthday celebration.
Tell me something. As you mentioned, the United Nations recognizing that. Is it celebrated in other islands as well, or just Grenada?
No. In fact, sure, the Caribbean is big in St. Lucia, big in St. Vincent. Barbados have theirs as well, Jamaica. Yes. As you know, the United Nations has pronounced fishing as one of the most dangerous form of employment in the world, because of course there are no branches at sea.
You're sure right about that. And as you mentioned there, probably would have asked you a bit later, but as you mentioned it now, what efforts are being made and how are fishermen responding to advice, education on safety practices?
Yes, well, we at the Fisheries Division level and the ministry, we have been holding a number of training programs on safety at sea. We've been having a lot of outdoor exhibitions, and we too have played our part at the Fisheries Division. For example, on about 4 of our mountain sites, we have what you call a repeater system. So fishermen, let's say within a 100-mile radius of Grenada, can communicate back to the fish plant, back to their families, back to the fish market, and so on and so on. So they feel safe outside there.
Okay, and that is with radio, special radio.
Special radio and what you call repeater system. For example, we have one on Monks and Catherine, one in Grangertown, one on Dr. Bell.
Okay,
and so on.
So there are some point beyond which cell phones don't work, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. And then if you're on a cell phone, only you and the person that could hear your call.
Okay.
But if you're on a radio system, let's say you have a mayday call or a distress, everyone fishing, all the fish markets around the island will hear you. And then we can move, to rescue, including the Grenada Coast Guard.
Okay, great. But on the issue of rescue, we know most fishermen go out there. Well, a lot of fishermen go out there, and they probably grew up in fishing, and they know, okay, Tangalanga point to my back, and this other point, the steeple of the church to the left, and so on. They could tell you, they could go back there tomorrow, because that's the exact point they know. How do you communicate that to rescue? When you call the Coast Guard and say, listen, that's where I'm at, would the Coast Guard be able to identify that spot, or are there other coordinates that should be used?
Yes, well, again, one of our main tools for safety at sea items that every year, as a matter of fact, every November, for the month of November is dedicated as safety month. And that's the month where we check all our 700 fishing vessels, just like how you check your vehicle on the road to make sure that the tire is not spoon and so on.
Yeah.
So we make an equipment checklist. But the one you're talking about is what I call the GPS. And I think Grenada is leading in the OECS for having what you call global positioning system on their vessel. So and we train them in that too, in GPS and navigation. If a fisherman is, let's say, 60 miles at sea in a special coordinate latitude and longitude, and he's able to call by radio and give their position, local fishing vessel as well as the Coast Guard can head directly and find him there.
Okay. I wanted to get that bit of information out. Right, because that's important.
Yes.
Safety at sea, as you mentioned, there are no branches outside there.
At all.
It's not like the bank, there are branches all about. So let's focus again a bit on the Fisherman's Birthday celebration. So we know that Guave is in Mecca. So somehow the biggest celebration takes place in Guave.
Yes.
But do you have other celebrations planned throughout the island?
Yes, there are, over the last maybe 10 years or so, some 22 fishermen groups now from Petite Martinique in the north to Calais in the south celebrate Fisherman's Birthday. In fact, the folks at Leicester, they are getting ready to celebrate on Sunday. Petite Martinique themselves will do the following weekend. And together with Guave on Sunday, Grenville and Sotters will be celebrating. But I must say, the day start up with Thanksgiving and giving thanks to God. So there will be a number of church services from, again, the Petite Martinique RSC, Leicester RSC. And on the mainland, you've the Blessed Sacrament Church in Grandans, the Immaculate Conception at Market Hill. And because this year is a Sunday, the services start at 8 a.m. And then is the turn of the St. Peter's RC. They'll be starting at 10 a.m. and following the church service at Guave, which normally there are some very senior government dignitaries that attend there. They'll be moving up to the lands for a procession, maybe some brief speeches, and there'll be a number of aquatic activities. And of course, Guave in the night, I understand, once they behave good, they'll go until morning with a massive street party and cultural extravaganza.
That is Guave for you right there.
Yes. Waltham will be on the 5th. And then some of the smaller areas will be very nice and well entertained. Duquesne will be the week after. Woburn normally have a number, they link up with the groups, they have a number of aquatics and boat racing and so on. The fishermen from Guave usually go down to Woburn. They will be on the 7th, the weekend after. Grenville again too on the same day will be having a number of boat racing, and we always ask them to be careful because sometimes in the enthusiasm and racing and so on, we had a couple little accidents over the years. So we ask them to be, be careful.
So you see, even in your celebration, you still have to focus on safety.
Yes.
Safety is the buzzword. Reed celebrations this year. Right, so just as we wrap up, because I did indicate that the time really rose like quickly here. How important is fishing for our economic development?
Oh yes, maybe anytime maybe you see me in an interview, you may hear the figures. In fact, Grenadian fishermen must be congratulated. Like I could tell you, over the last 10 years, fishermen have been holding the end steadily. They have been landing some 6 million pounds of fish valued at some 40 million EC dollars,
wow.
Including also, for example, we have 3 main fish processing plants, and most people don't know that we have 4 fish trading vessels based in Carriacou and Petit-Martinique. They every week take like 4,000 kilograms, about 8,000 pounds of Modi snapper, the hine, and so on to French Martinique, which is of course, French Martinique is a department of France. And since 2005, Grenada is one of 2 countries in the OECS which was given the green light and put on a special list 1 based on our hard work and quality control and so on to export fish to the entire European Union.
Very good. Drum roll. That is good news there.
Yes.
Right, so folks, it's not as bad as we think. Our fishermen are really making us proud. But we want to invite you back to the program next time when we could go more in depth into the contributions of the fishermen and other little areas that we could focus on. But congratulations again on another celebrations. I want to wish all fishermen the best. Be safe, do it clean, and enjoy yourself. You deserve it. When we come back, more live action on Bonje.
Bonje, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonje, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonje, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Welcome back to Bonje. Well, at this point in our program, we feature our Bonje moment. And this week is something else. Now, this is Carnival. Carnival is coming, and people find creative ways for tuning up and toning up and preening themselves for Carnival. All right? Take a look and see how this guy is preparing for his Carnival.
Bonje.
There you go.
It's just amazing. People find all kind of creative ways to prepare themselves for carnival. This guy take it very low, and he was exercising, man. We take a break. When we come back, more live action on Bon J.
Bon J, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bon J, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bon J, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Welcome back to Bon J. Well, earlier on today, we took our cameras up to Guave with one particular mission, to have a conversation with the folks who are actually doing the boat building in Guave. There's close to Nulo, there's a boat manufacturing industry taking place right under our noses in Guave. And we spoke at length with Mr. Kevin Banfield. Very interesting discussion. We're now going to play you some of the recordings from that particular visit. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome. Today we have traveled to the fishing village of Guave in St. John. We're actually in Palmist, and that is just adjacent to the old Pope Paul's camp. Nulo, which is what it's called now. And then you notice the camera. I'm here with Mr. Kevin Banfield, and he's one of the supervisors here at what's the name of the company again?
Marine Management.
Marine Management. And today we took the opportunity to speak with Mr. Banfield to get a feel for what's happening here in Guave. I mean, there's an interesting development with respect to the fishing industry taking place right under our noses. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Kevin, Marine Management Services. Tell us what the company does.
The company does do a lot of boat building, giving back to the community, a lot of fiberglassing, repairing boats, and also doing a lot of new boats.
So you're primarily in the boat building industry?
Yes.
Using fiberglass as your primary material?
Yes.
Good. Why fiberglass? I mean, we know traditionally that there's been the industry has supported the wooden boats and so on. I mean, you had the big schooners, they support Carrico and Trinidad and so on, wood, but why fiberglass?
The fiberglass is a better material to use over the wooden because you get a longer everlasting period of using fiberglass than a wooden material. Because some guys use the wooden material, but still what they do over it, they put fiberglass over it because it's a waterproof material.
Also, it aids in longevity.
Yes.
Even if you use the wood, but you fiberglass over it, gives it a long lifespan. Okay. Kevin, we standing here on a boat that I must say caught my eye when I was passing. I pass here every day. And one time I saw it in the water and I said, wow, that looks interesting. The design seemed to be new, kind of revolutionary. And I would like you to tell us about this particular creation. Whose idea was it? How long it take to build, that sort of thing?
Well, the idea was my boss called Terry Nielsen. He based in Canada. Years ago we've been trying and working hard doing a catamaran, and the first catamaran we ever built that was about 7 years ago, and we did not get what we was looking for. We built it, we shipped it to Canada to do testing, and we had failed. So we tried all over again, and we come to this catamaran now, 55-footer, and we've been testing it, tested right here in Grenada this time instead of going to ship it to Canada. We went across the Atlantic. Let's say Atlantic on the east side of the island, the bigger waters, and do some testing, and we get the results what we was looking for.
What we're looking for. I mean, without giving up trade secrets, what we're looking for.
Well, the way you go through the waves and according to the pressure on the roads and the water, how you reflect on the water and
stability
stuff.
And all that.
Yeah. And everything was okay. So I feel comfortable now with it so far.
Great. So do we anticipate, or do we see on the horizon that we actually could be building boats right here and shipping them to any parts of the world? Because I guess you'll build an order.
Yeah, well, right now that's our goal, to be shipping boats across the world, because right now we do a lot of footage and stuff and selling to different companies in Miami. So to get people coming in here to look at boats and going for a ride and taking it out to see if they feel comfortable. And you have a lot of room for improvements. So we get those guys in to decide whether they want this or want that, so we can always reach further and get better stuff.
What has been the response like? Because you indicated that you have, you guess you got a website, and you have that information out there. What has been the response like?
Well, the response so far, especially on the main island of Grenada, the response is so good because everybody, especially for the fishermen, the community of St. John's, everybody loving it because you have a lot of walking space, a lot of room to do whatever to do, a lot of place to carry stuff, and we've been talking to guys like overseas, and they've been saying they travel, because we do a lot of footage, a lot of videos, and travel and stuff, and so far they're liking it, but the only thing is, for them to feel more comfortable with it, is just to be coming here and do it on their own, and seeing it on videos. And that's the goal here. We used to lay up the fiberglass boats. So what we do, we take up all this, and it's going to be shining, almost like shining like this. And normally what we do, we wax it. Wax it is a gel. After we wax it, we paint it up something called gel coat. It's a white stuff, that's what you see on those boats on them, but it's not paint, it's gel coat. And after we put gel coat, then after we start to lay up the fiberglass. So whenever you see the boats in white, it's not spray, it's not paint, we paint down after. So we clean up all this dirt, we wax it with a liquid. So when you're ready to release the parts, it just come out easy. Then we put on the gel coat. Then after you put the gel coat, you put the fiberglass. So we remove the parts, everything comes out already in color.
Oh, okay. So the coloring is part of the process from the inception.
Yes.
This boat we're looking at in terms of size. What is the size of this? Length and
that's 21 feet.
21 feet long.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Which is 7.
Okay. No. And that is a mold from which came this particular boat we're looking at here?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go and take a look. Now that we've seen the mold, let's go and take a look at the final creation. Yeah. What we see here, we were looking at a while ago at the mold, and now we're looking at the final product. This here is, it can be used for pleasure, and it also can be used for fishing way too. Can we?
Yep.
Good. That's the 4-stroke engine that came out on the cat?
Yes.
Okay, so I imagine then this probably should be very nippy on the water.
Yep.
Powered by a 64-stroke fuel injection Yamaha engine. Right. What do you plan to do with this?
Well, for this weekend we're going to use it for our rescue boat, for fisherman boat celebration.
Okay.
And after that we're going to use it for pro fishing.
Okay.
Go into the ocean and catch tuna and bring back home.
Okay, so from here we come meat with food, not meat but fish. I'm told that your company is very active in the fishing industry celebration.
Yes, that's true. Our company sponsor all the trophies towards all the sailors and sponsor this boat towards the lifeboats, the rescue boat for all the sailors. And sponsor all the food we're going to be shared to all the sailors and fishermen out there also.
So your company is very active in the community and the fishing community. That's your natural market. That's good. You want to take us to any other design? Because this is one particular design. I'm seeing as we look around the workshop, There are designs. Tell us something about this. This looks flat. What stage is this?
This here is they make this as a mold. So they make this come from this bottom. So when this was come over, the glass bottom and prepare it for mold. So in this tub now here, see how it come out?
That is on the way to the nice smooth kind of
So
shiny.
if you touch it, it's very smooth.
Oh, yes, very.
So we prepare this, we're gonna use this like for a mold, like we mix lower boats and stuff.
So how long? Take us through the process from doing it, starting with the idea. I have an idea to design a craft. What do I need to do from the idea to take us into the final product?
Well, first you must put things in place. Make sure you have all the materials and all the equipments and the right track.
So how long will it take me to design a mold?
Well, a mold design will take a year, it will take 2 weeks, it will take a week.
Depending on
our size. Yes. I really have a part and want to make a mold out of it, it could take like a week. So if you have a wooden mold, you have a glass mold, so you already have a wooden mold. You do all the preparation, all the gelling, everything, and after you just prepare it and start to make boats from the wooden mold. So you start to have fiberglass boats instead of wooden molds.
Right. This give me the impression that there's some wood in it. Is that an original wooden boat here?
The original wooden boat.
That's give it away. That wood in the middle there.
Yeah, we just prepared this for those guys for fisherman birthday. Some of the youths in our sailing school to go and race against some of the senior guys.
Okay.
So we just prepared this and get it ready for over the weekend. And we also have these boats here. This is a small fishing boat. This is coming from this boat here. Yeah, so normally we use like probably a 25 horsepower or 15 horsepower. Most guys use 15 horsepower on this, so like those fish snappers. So mainly people who buy those is like young guys who just come in fishing.
It's that small.
Yeah, it's that small, so
and they don't go too far out.
They go too far out. But some guys still take a chance and go in the ocean with it.
Do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Very adventurous.
Yep. So that's the small ones we have. Then
can we for the excuse me, for the a member in the audience, anybody viewing this program now who do not have any idea of the different areas of a craft, tell us the bow and the stern and I know those names, but where exactly are those located on the craft?
Okay, well, if I point out this boat here, this sailing boat, I just use the sailing boat here for example because it come back to the same
on any other boat.
On any boat. Well, this area, the front, always the bow.
Okay.
The stern, the back, as people don't know the right name for the back, a boat is called the stern.
The stern.
Or the transom.
Transom.
So
well, I learned something today.
This boat here, because they have two bows.
How do you differentiate the front from the back in a case where this one looks like it has two bows?
Okay, well, the front more narrow than the back. You know what the front is narrow than the back.
Okay.
So it's called a transom. Or some people call it the back. I call it the stern. Then you have the right side and you have the left side of the boat. The right side of the boat is called the starboard side.
Oh yeah?
On any boat, it could be a cargo boat, it could be a very small sailing boat, it could be a cruise ship, it could be a power yacht. The right side is the starboard side and the left side is the port side. So it's just as you drive in, you have the green and then the red. So the right side favors the green side, the left side favors the red side. So you have the green side and you have the red side.
So that's the port is the left side, starboard side
is the right side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in sailing, or we do in sailing, everyone sitting on the right side of the boat. And our other guy sailing and sitting on the left side of the boat. The guy who's sitting on the left side of the boat have to give the guy who's sitting on the right side room to pass in sailing. We call that right away.
Okay. So you have right away once on the right side?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So normally these boats are flowing. All different boats design different ways. This one do not have a flowing, just have flow bottom of the wood. Some of them there's flow of the bottom, but because these boats are very small boats, you don't need to put flow because we're going to put flow. Time you stand up, you're really out of the boat.
Yeah.
So you need no flowing for this boat. Yeah.
Kevin, will you take a boat like this and go Caribbean?
Yeah, I could do this sail to Caribou. I will do it honestly if I have a rescue boat behind me.
Okay, emphasis on safety.
Yeah.
Alright, and that's a key point there. Emphasis on safety. Whatever you do in the sea, you must make sure that you do it with the highest regard for safety. That's a good point to end this program. Folks, we want to thank you again for viewing. Fellas, cut me. Well, welcome back to 1J. We take a break right now, and when we come back, more live action. Don't move a muscle.
1J, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. 1J, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. 1J, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Welcome back to 1J. And we got to the point where we want to take a look at music. Yeah, we're about to feature our video today, our video moment, and we feature Sabrina and what it is again, boy? Sabrina and the Navigators. Yeah, my goodness, it just skipped out of my head. Sabrina and the Navigators. Beautiful selection. It's all local, and I think it might have been the theme song for the real branding of Grenada, or so Pure Grenada or something. There might be some connection there, but sit back and enjoy. Really, really nice. Sabrina and the Navigators.
Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll, and it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see, where every corner I turn there's something there to remind me of my beautiful region and what it means to me. And I found my nation finally. And do you hear the songs the birds are singing? Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. What a beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful region and what it means to me. And I found my nation finally. And do you hear the songs the birds are singing? Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. Oh, do you hear the songs the birds are singing? Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, home, home. Sweet Grenada, this is home. Sweet Grenada, this is home.
Sabrina and the Navigators. Such a beautiful little song there. And it's entitled This Is Home, and it's used as a theme song for promoting Grenada, the new Pure Grenada concept. I'm told that that Sabrina and the Navigators are actually touring Europe now. Wow, really, really good, pushing the Grenada brand. What is interesting about that video, though, is the fact that it was a dinghy concert, so most of the audience was in the water or around the water. That was beautiful, different, kind of different concept, and I really liked it there. So Sabrina and the Navigators, This Is Home. We take a break now. When we come back, more live action on Bonjay.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
Diversity.
The 21st century imperative.
Diverse in education.
Diverse in health. Accepting everyone.
For who they are, the way they are.
A message from the Wesley College Young Leaders.
Learning, man. I tell you, it's time enough. Welcome back to Bonjay. Drum roll. This is the point where we open the lines, where we kind of connect with the audience, the viewers outside there. We want to know what's happening. And our special question today, tell us what games you enjoyed when you were growing up. Tell us what games you enjoyed when you were growing up. All right? So you can call us 435-2636. The number once again, 435-2636. Talk to us. Tell us what games did you enjoy when you were growing up. I had quite a few myself. You know, it's different now. Children seem not to be able to connect in that kind of way, and you know, the community spirit and the communal kind of games in the evening and in the moonlight and that sort of thing. That was a popular thing when I was growing up. You had Susie in the moonlight, you had Bessie, oh Bessie Dong, and Ring-a-Ring-a Roses, and hide and seek. I kind of used to like hide and seek a lot. You know, sometimes you hide so far, game finished, people go home and you fall asleep. Yeah. So when you wake up now, well, nobody can find you even when they're ready to go home. But that kind of ended up sometime with a little flogging. A little flogging and thing, boy. They figure you go and hide the other ulterior motives. But sometimes you hide so far, you don't want them to catch you, and then you fall asleep. You know, happened. But what kind of fun did you have? What were some of the games you enjoyed when you were growing up? Remember again, 435-2636. I remember the moonlight nights too. Yes, you know, while the adults chatting and having conversation, and so the kids were allowed to play. And oh my goodness, these were beautiful days. Really, really beautiful days. It's kind of different now, but it'd be nice to kind of recapture those days. And I mean, even while we change, there's something we should keep, kind of thing, you know. I've been thinking, I have an idea. That, you know, maybe you could do a moonlight night picnic, invite the whole community. You could do it in your community, I could do it in mine. And you invite the older heads, come and maybe do a little stage, do some stories, music, a little quattro and thing, you know. Maybe a good idea. Maybe you could do it around the Potter bread nut. They call it liming around the Potter bread nut. Yeah, I mean, they cook a big Potter bread nut and everybody get a 4 or 5 seats. Yeah, man, great idea. But you call us, 435-2636, and tell us what it was like when you were growing up. What are some of the games you enjoyed playing? Hey. But Bunji, nobody calling us? Hey. Folks, are you not with us this week? Don't tell me I am talking for myself and nobody listening, you know. Huh? All right, so 435-2636. That's the number to call. And tell us what it was like when you were growing up. What sort of games you enjoyed playing? We're checking to see if the lines are going. And Mr. Producer, are the lines going? If not, maybe we'll take a break, and when we come back, we continue with more live action. We got an iconic feature video. It's something that's going to be very, very interesting. The hairstyles, boy, the hairstyles on that video. You probably might enjoy it. But remember, the lines are open, 435-2636. Tell us what games you really enjoyed playing when you were growing up. Okay, so maybe we should just take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll run the video. So stay tuned, don't move.
Bonjay, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bonjay, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bonjay, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Yes, man, I tell you, I'm getting better at it. Hello! Welcome back to Bonje. Woo, time flies when you're having fun. It's amazing. We're almost at the end of the program. But before we end, we must give you our iconic feature video. And this evening we are featuring, I don't know, it's a name who I haven't seen. To me, it's almost the first time I'm seeing this guy, and must have been good at some point in time. He had a beautiful video. He had a nice little song there. He had a nice little haircut too, boy. Serious girl that rushed me. Probably in the days of that must have been the 80s. Let's sit back and relax and take a look. It's Small Roots. Don't know the name, can't remember it. But guy, wherever you are, somewhere around the world, if you're still around with us, you were something good at some point. And we'd love to see you come back. So sit back and enjoy, relax. Small Roots, our feature iconic video for today.
just want some food. I don't want no food.
Please, mommy, please. Just, oh God, give me a little break. I want to party. You know, I go behave myself. I go be disciplined, but give me a little chance to make a little lime. That was the essence of the song there. Small roots. As I say, it must be some big roots now. I mean, a whole branch, maybe big branch in the tree and thing, because that was quite a while. Obviously, it had to be somewhere in the 80s. When I listen to the music and I look at the setting, Fantasia, the hairstyle, boy. It's the sax man, the guitar man, everybody with it. That's what it is. We take a break now, though. When we come back, we wrap our program up. So stay tuned.
Bon J, it's a cultural theme. Experience the goodness of the spice. Friday nights from 8 to 9. Culture at its best. A way of life, of customs and traditions. Bon J, hear the stories. Listen to the music. Witness the action and the old talk. A real Grenadian cultural experience. Bon J, a product of the Grenada Cultural Foundation.
There is still a place where untouched beauty meets soothing experiences and a warm people. It is a place where cascading waterfalls meet quiet meandering rivers to join silky stretches of white sand beaches. A place where you are greeted with the friendly smiles of the local people, while the rich aroma from the abundance of tropical fruits, fresh herbs and spices fill your lungs. A place perfect for curious minds. Minds intrigued by 18th century plantations, a water-propelled rum distillery, historical forts, and petroglyphs that are still visible today. A place where you can go turtle watching, feed mana monkeys, and marvel at water-filled craters created from extinct volcanoes. This place also allows you to enjoy perfect year-round sailing conditions while diving the world's first underwater sculpture park. This charming place is neatly situated in the Southern Caribbean and is popularly referred to as the Spice Islands of the Caribbean. These islands are Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So come visit us as we take you on a journey like never before. Come, experience the rhythms of spice.
Welcome back to Bon J. And as we promised before the feature, or the iconic feature video, it's time to wrap up. We want to say thank you to all who appeared on our program this evening. We had Johnson St. Louis from the Fisheries Department chatting a bit about the Fisherman's Birthday celebration and other information, safety information. We also had the Banfield guy, Kevin it was, with a beautiful interview there about the boat building industry in Palm Mist Co-op. And we also had the music and everything else. That video with the with that young lady again, really interesting, really nice. So we want to thank you all who head into Fisherman's Birthday celebrations this weekend. Wherever you go, have fun, but remember, be safe. Safety is always the watchword. We want to have you here. We want to be talking to you, not about you, right? Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I'm your host, Robert White, thanking you for joining us and inviting you to join us again next week, same time, same place. Ciao.